really well today. This is Kurt ASMR, and in today's video, I'm going to move my mic a little bit. I thought it would be fun to do some chat about my photography. So I'm actually in Liège in Belgium today, doing some photography because, and it's also a little bit of a holiday weekend because it's my birthday this very day today, and I usually like to get away. But I thought I would try and combine it with some photography because I really need to update my portfolio. And some people sometimes ask me about my photography, so I'm going to talk about that because I did a photo shoot today with a model who I'd worked with before, who's really great, and I just wanted to talk about my photography journey. So I'm going to start with this is my camera that I currently use. So this is a Nikon D5300. I'm sorry if there's noise. I'm in a hotel and it's Saturday night, and it's loud. And this microphone's making a weird whistling noise. I hope it's not faulty. I think there's just a lot of variables with the voltage here in Europe and the atmosphere of the hotel, and there's busy streets around. And I turned the fan off, but there might be like other airflow happening. So. My goodness me, what is happening? Okay. So, I think there's some drunk people in the other room. This is my camera, the D5300, and I've had this quite a few years. And it's what you call a cropped frame sensor, so it doesn't give you like a full frame, like a DSLR, like a Canon 5D or something. But I found it when I first bought this. I was sort of on a budget. And I bought a 35mm lens after doing quite a bit of research on it because I knew that I wanted the best lens for taking portraits for people. I started my photography journey about 7 years ago now, and I spent a long time learning all the techniques before I finally plucked up the courage to arrange a photo shoot. And yeah, I sort of snowballed from there, and I've done quite a lot of different photo shoots in the past. So this is my camera, and I bought the lens separately. I just got them off eBay, and this is what you call a 35mm lens. So let's do some tapping. And I find this is perfect for portraits. I used this lens today. I do have another lens which I'll show you shortly, but I just chose not to use that one today. Depends what's going on and what mood I'm in. I do love this lens. It's really great for portraits. So yeah, I like to like I said today, I did a really good shoot. Involving cars. Actually, I managed to find some a vintage car place, and I'm quite good at organising those types of locations and things. I think those kind of skills are as important as just learning how to get sharp photos. But getting sharp photos is important as well. And sometimes I forget the basics, and you think you've taken a good picture, and then you get it home and it's terrible. But this camera has a cool screen that flips out like that and flips around. And yeah, you can see, I can see myself in there. So yeah, and I'm recording myself on my phone, so that's cool. And that's so handy, especially if you want to do angles. You can turn it up like that if you're going low, and vice versa if you're going high. So yeah, and I love photography, and I know that phone cameras have come on in leaps and bounds. And people do amazing photography with their phones, and even make movies and music videos and things like that. I've seen some amazing ones. Like the movie Tangerine was shot on an iPhone, and I love that movie. And but yeah, I think photography, I'd really recommend it, even if you want to get into it as a hobby, because it's it's a craft really. When you're buying the camera, you're learning the craft of photography, I guess, like you would any craft like art or knitting, or it's it's like a skill. It's like a rewarding skill, and just learning about the settings and ISO and shutter speed. I mean, I still struggle to get my head around it, but I vaguely know what I'm doing. And once you know what you're doing, the basics, you can start experimenting, and you'll still make mistakes like I do all the time, every day, every time I do a photo shoot. But yeah, and I'd love to upgrade to a new camera. That would be amazing. So that is my lovely camera, and I'm really happy with what I got today. So I'm going to show you my other lens, which is my 50mm lens. If I can find it. Oh, it's here. Right, okay. I thought it was in there. So it actually the lens comes in this cute little, like a lens protector bag. I don't know if it'll make a good sound. It has a sort of a hard bottom, and then it's like a soft drawstring bag, basically. Oh, that's quite nice. So that's that, and it comes with a little cloth to wipe my lens with. I'm annoyed because I did clean my lens before I did the shoot, and then when I just looked to do this video, it seemed like there was still a couple of little sort of stains on it. Nothing major, but I was like, damn it, I didn't do a good enough job. But if your lens is really, really dirty, it can make a difference to the sharpness of your photos. So this is my 50mm lens. So it's a little bit sort of thicker than the 35, obviously, but it's really good. Again, for portraits. I'm obsessed with how dirty it is. That's not too bad at all, actually. It just has like specks on it. It's not like I run my fingers down the lens all the time, it's just and I actually recently did a job, like a kind of like a marketing campaign job with this one. I did recently do some kind of like corporate headshots with this one, for which I was paid, and they turned out okay, but some were a bit like what you call soft, and I don't know if that's because the lens wasn't quite clear, or it's just the type of lens that gives that effect. But yeah, and this is a Nikon. I'd love to, if I upgrade, I'm completely open to what I get. Like, it depends on my budget, but I kind of want to try a Canon, because I always wanted to own a Canon, and maybe a Sony. Sony have really taken over the market with like the A7, but I don't have £6,000 at the moment to buy one of those, and that's excluding the lens. So, but those are like really good in low light. So this is just a lens guard, and it actually comes off. I'm scared to take it off, but it does come off, trust me. And then the lenses have a little screw lid on the back. So what you do is you unscrew this rear thing. Oh my gosh, that's on tight. Wow, that was on really tight. So that's the back of the lens there, and that's where it sort of clips onto the camera. And this is just like a little protector there. It says Nikon on it. So I just put that back. Well, it's very tight. I'm glad to know it is, though, because it's good to protect your things. So that's that. I don't have a lot of fancy kit. I have some like standing lights at home that I use, but I also have this reflector, which is in a case like this. the zip might be loud actually. Well, maybe it's nice. Okay, so this is the reflector, and I'm going to have to be really careful here. So I'm going to have to be really careful here, and hope it's not a harsh sound, but it kind of springs out like that. And it has different backs, so you can unzip this, and it has gold on the inside, or like a white diffuse, and gold, silver, and diffuse are the colours that you can have. So, my favourite is I like the silver, but also the diffuser, which is like basically like a sort of white. So if you've got harsh light, it helps with that. So I didn't use this today, so but that's the back. So you have to like curl it around and scrunch it up like that, and then that's how you fit it back into. Yeah, that was very loud Velcro, so that's the case. Let's do some scratching on the case first. This is it. And this is the flash. This is I think it's a Chinese brand called Yongnuo, and you've probably seen this in like a lot of movies and TV shows, basically, where they you attach it to the top like this, makes a nice click like that, and then it'll just the flash, like in those movies where all the paparazzi are chasing somebody. Yes, this has actually had an accident because it had like a red, sort of like a weird red, like piece of plastic that was like, I don't know why it was red, but the actual light is on top like that, and it has the thing that brings out, like, diffuses the light as well, so that flips in like that, and it makes a cool like switching on noise if I can do this. Okay, that was quite loud. Okay, but then you have like the digital display there that tells you. I'm not going to do the flash because that could be. But oh, okay, that tells you that it's ready. That's not your dinner in the oven, by the way. But yeah, that tells you that it's ready to go because it takes a while to sort of warm up, really. But then you press that and it connects to the camera and sends a flash. So, but these are good especially if you're shooting at night time in like a low light venue. Like I used this for when I was doing like a big Christmas party event a few years ago, and the flash was important for that. So yeah. Okay guys, so I'm going to finish the video there. That was my photography journey. I hope you enjoyed this chat. My iPhone storage died just as I was about to say goodbye, which is annoying. Please like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I will see you soon for another ASMR.